A long time ago, in a courtly age, when kings and queens were in charge of the land, there was a kingdom by the sea called Granada. In the northern part of the kingdom, there was a dark forest, full of scary shadows and dangerous plants and animals. Can you see it on the top? Everyone in the kingdom will tell you to stay out of there if you have any sense at all. But the southern part of the kingdom is bright and sunny. There are blue lakes, green trees, and a beautiful castle. There were two princes who grew up with their mother in the castle. This is Prince Andrew and his brother, Prince Anthony. Everyone calls them the Prince Brothers. One day, their mother, who was also the queen, told the Prince Brothers about how they would share the kingdom someday. She said that when they grow up, they would both become kings. The kingdom will be divided into two equal halves, said their mother, the East Kingdom and the West Kingdom. One of you will rule in the East, and one will rule in the West. The queen was known across the land for being very smart. Everyone in the kingdom knew that she was always right about matters regarding the kingdom. She knew that the Prince Brothers would need to share the royal responsibilities when they grew up. And the Prince Brothers were growing up fast. Days passed, then weeks, then months, then years. When the Prince Brothers were old enough to understand, the Queen told them an important story about the kingdom. A long time ago, there were Prince Brothers like you who lived in Granada. It was a tradition for the brothers to run in a race around the kingdom every year. Nobody ever knew which of the two princes would win. One year, one of the princes decided to cheat in the race, so he put a thorn in his brother's shoe. "Ouch!" said the prince when he felt the thorn in his foot. When he found out that his brother had put the thorn in his shoe, he became upset. He knew that his brother should be punished for this behavior. He knew that a good prince is supposed to play by the rules. When everyone found out about what happened in the race, they punished his brother fairly and fell in love with the good prince, who obeyed the rules. His brother felt so terrible about his bad behavior that he never made any trouble for the good prince ever again. Eventually, the good prince became known as the best king to ever rule the land of Granada. The queen told the Prince Brothers a lesson about fairness to remember from the story. "Always punish fairly when somebody does something wrong," said the queen. "It's important that a good king be fair with everyone." The queen wanted the Prince Brothers to know that a good king is fair and just. The Prince Brothers continued to grow up, and their mother continued to teach them lessons about the kingdom. But Anthony started to have different thoughts. He decided that he did not want to share the kingdom half and half with Andrew. He told his brother Andrew that he was stealing the entire kingdom for himself. "You, my favored brother," Anthony said bitterly, "are never going to see the inside of the castle again. I have hated you long and hard, and now I'm going to treat you like I have always wanted to. No more are you to be a prince, and you shall never be king of the people of Granada. You will live your life on stale bread and warm water in the dark dungeon in the northern forest, where you may rule a kingdom of rats. And I alone, will rule the kingdom of Granada." Prince Andrew could not escape from the guards. "Anthony, please," Andrew said bravely. "I have never done you any harm. I only want to share the kingdom with you as our mother wished." Anthony ignored his brother's plea. Turning to the disloyal guards, Anthony commanded, "Now, Take him to the dungeon so I may never see him again. I am the king." Andrew was trapped in the dungeon. He was worried at first, but he knew that some of his loyal soldiers would soon be on their way to help him escape. He began to think about his mother's lessons and the story she told them about being fair and just. When the loyal soldiers finally rescued Andrew, they went straight to the castle where Anthony was hiding. It was time for Andrew to do something about Anthony. "Bind them all," he said to his loyal guards. "Drive the traitors like cattle throughout all the villages of the kingdom, so that everyone may see their shame. And as for you, brother Anthony, you who wanted me to rule only rats will rule nothing at all. You who wanted all of Granada shall have none of it. Brand him as a traitor," he ordered the guards, "and drive him out of the kingdom. Wicked Anthony, you are never to set foot in Granada again, or you will surely die. Rather, you will spend your entire life as an outcast, a man who will never have enough clothes on his back, enough food in his stomach, or roof over his head. A man without a home. Take him away," said Prince Andrew. "I must see about the business of my kingdom."